We are headed out today to the Henry Ford Museum, which you saw in the last episode, but this is the second part of the museum. So we're headed to what's called the Village at the Henry Ford. Yesterday was like historic heat in Michigan, and today is almost chilly. Thinking about putting some long pants on. So come along with us. Whoa, it's a big tire.
Big tire. The Uniroyal tire was originally a Ferris wheel at the World's Fair. When the World's Fair was over, they brought it here to Michigan and made a tire out of it. What did you think of the big tire?
Wow. It was a Ferris wheel inside of a tire.
Now we're going to continue down this time. We're not going to turn the first ride.
I swear.
Main Street, where the Wright brothers home is, American Homes and Shelvings. Here you can visit the home of Noah Webster, Robert Frost, family home. Look at the cabin that represents.
Hey, this is Henry Ford's house. Come on in.
Okay. Are you done? Amazing, they let you in. Oh, yeah.
We're about to ride a Model T.
I know I can get 4 in there.
Let's see what happens.
We'll ride in the next one.
Okay, go ahead.
Left pedal's the clutch, so there's 2 speeds, high and low. So if I push down, that puts the car in low gear, and if I let up on the clutch, that puts it in high gear.
Oh, okay.
So I'll push down, there's low gear, let out, and high gear. So have you ever ridden in a Model T before?
No.
No, we haven't.
First time.
We're in a...
Yeah. What he said.
Man, the handling is superb.
Is that something? It was moved to the Highland Park plant in 1910. At that time, a Model T cost $850 and was available in red, green, gray, or blue. Early on, Model Ts are built at a station where parts are brought to that station and the car was assembled by hand. It took about 12 hours to build a Model T. Mr. Ford wanted to build a car for the great multitude, so they were constantly looking for ways to build cars cheaper and faster. In 1914, they started building cars with the continuously moving assembly line, and that reduced the time to build a Model T to 93 minutes. And it reduced the price to $500. And that's when you could get a Model T in any color, so long as it was black, because black was the cheapest color paint available at that time. In that first year of assembly line production, they built over 300,000 Model Ts. That was more vehicles than all the other car companies combined. How many car companies do you think there were at that time?
Not many.
2 or 3?
What's 2 plus 3?
5.
What's 5 times 100?
Really?
500.
There were upwards of 500 car companies at that time. One company outproduced them all combined because of the continuously moving assembly line.
Wright Brothers Bicycle Shop.
This is like bowling with the top. So we're gonna wind the top up and it's gonna start over there and you're going to try and knock down as many of these pins or skittles as you can. And all of these pins have a point value with them. So now he has 15 points, 25 points.
Very nicely done, sir.
Can we get an empty small cup?
Come on, sit.
And remember what I say. You'll never know the good fellow I've been till I've gone away. You're bound to miss the little things that I did have done for you each day. Till I've gone away.
Right now, we are in Thomas Edison's workshop.
This is truly unbelievable. Behind me is the actual offices and workshops of Thomas Edison. And I'm going to take you inside and we're going to see the birth of what is currently our modern iPod, iPhone, you know, all our digital recording devices were all birthed here nearly 100 years ago. So let's go inside.
Hello, feel the vibration. The sound waves is hitting that piece of mica, making it vibrate, and the needle is going in, out, like this. If it went this way, that would be stereo. So this is monaural. Hello there. The louder I yell, the deeper it goes. Hello, hello, hello. I do. Hello there. Feel that instant vibration. Okay, so now he's, hello, hello, hello. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. Ha, ha, ha. I said the whole poem there. Usually we don't say it quite so long. It eats up the tempo. Now we got to get it back. How do we do that? Push one of these buttons here, you think? Does that make you go backwards? No. No? How do I do it then? You turn it backwards, like this. That's right. And then I line it up. And see what we have. Sometimes it works really well, sometimes, not so good. Then I use my surround sound megaphone. He made a recording on the original, took it on a train with him, maybe he had to buy a ticket for it, I don't know. Went to New York City, 26 miles away was New York City, and got into the editor's office of the Scientific American magazine, the best known science publication possibly in the world at that time. And he lugs this thing in, puts it on the editor's desk. All these people know who he is. He's already famous with other kinds of things. What's this thing, Mr. Edison? He didn't say anything. He had already recorded on it. So he put the needle on what he had recorded. We don't know exactly what it was, but something like, good morning. The machine is talking. He's not. As he's turning, good morning. My name is the phonograph. How are you today? I'm fine. And small talk like that. And these guys can't figure that out. How in the world is this thing making those? His lips aren't moving. Maybe he's a ventriloquist. He's learned ventriloquism. Good morning. No, wasn't that. The next issue of the Scientific American magazine, this was the central story. That's publicity. He's getting the name of the thing out there with drawings. I don't know if they had pictures in print yet like that in those magazines.
Apparently that's the only original left.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes. The woman next to me told me because her children had been on the carousel too many times, so she had figured it out.
How was it, E?
That's pretty cool, Owen.
Yeah.
So if you're anything like me, you're wondering what's the tie between Edison and Ford. Ford was an employee of Edison's at one point. The cafeteria in there has like sandwiches and stuff, but it would cost us $100 to eat their sandwiches. So what we do is bring our lunch and keep it in the truck. It's really convenient. The parking lot's right out here. We have an ice chest packed with lunch, and we're gonna take a break, have lunch, and then get back in. There is a ton to see. Between the village and the museum, you really need 3 days.
3-4 days.
3 or 4 if you really read everything. And but it's been fantastic.
Yeah, it has.
So there are RVs all over. At least during the week here, much of the parking lot's not full, and so you shouldn't have any difficulty finding a spot. Well, it's a cool day, but it was just warm enough. We're gonna sit in the truck, let the air conditioner run while we eat our lunch. As you can see, Chef Cindy is in the back working hard in the kitchen, and lunch should be ready shortly, boys.
Yeah.
Another little thing that I have to be honest that we do. Come here, Owen. You gotta be honest too.
Didn't sneeze just there.
We have been known to take little naps during these lunch fiestas. Owen and I just had a 25-minute one, so we have to go catch the gang now.
Yeah.
But batteries were drained.
We also have the wood kiln outside. We fired the wood kiln. Goes on, then you have to wait for the glaze to dry before it goes in the kiln again. Second time in the kiln, it's going to fire to over 2,300 degrees.
What are we doing, Owen?
Printing.
Printing using a Washington press from 1856. And everything on here is laid out backwards, the portrait and the words, so that when the paper is added, it's not backwards on the paper. Alright, go ahead and take the handle, lift it up, and start turning. And just make sure once it gets close, you slow it down. You don't want to crash into it. Perfect. Alright, grab this and pull it towards you. Yep, that's all. And I can bring it back and unroll it. Now our print is done. Our portrait of Ben Franklin. And roll it up for you, and you can take it home.
Nice job, son. You have a trade now.
There you go.
Yep.
And knock it into place. I step on the third treadle, push the treadle through, and I knock it into place.
Hey, you see what's in there?
Corn.
That's pig slop. Pig
How long
slop.
did it take for you to get used to the smell?
Oh, you must have a treat for her. Hi. You're a big girl. Boy, girl, I don't know.
It's a girl.
Girl.
Yeah, this is Trillia. She's about 7 months pregnant.
Oh,
7.5. Same with Dahlia right here.
Yep.
And Azalea, who's about 2 years old.
Okay.
Yep.
Where's the bull?
Noble.
So this is perfect for me. I'm half Dutch and half German. All my Dutch relatives were farming, so it's in my blood.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's in my blood.
That's great.
Yeah.
How long have you been working?
This is my 9th season. The kidney bean, the navy bean, the northern bean,
gotcha.
all those beans, because now they can put them in a cloth sack and they can put them up in the attic and they can keep them for years.
Right.
Yeah, and they can replant too.
Yeah.
Because these were natural plants, so they didn't have to go buy seeds all the time.
Right.
America was fueled on dried pork, ham and bacon, and dried beans. Every covered wagon.
So this is the kind of horse that the French knights would have ridden.
Hey guys. Hey.
Here, but it's not everything, just the village.